Hi, my name's James, portrait photographer from Portsmouth in the UK. You've probably not heard of me, and pointer and shooter behind the project A Portrait of a Wrestler. I welcome you to this, the first of 3 videos that we're putting together, the 12 Days of Christmas. I'm going to be looking back at our Instagram profile over the last calendar year and looking at the 12 highest rated images based on activity, based on interaction. So we're going to be looking at that. We're going to go from image number 12 all the way down to image number 9 today. Do the first 4 today, and then the second 4 in subsequent videos. Let's start off with number 12. Number 12 is this image here of Chelsea Green. This image was shot backstage at All In. Chelsea's just phenomenal, like in terms of ease of working with, and just putting herself out there and being willing to pull silly faces, silly expressions, get into character at the drop of a hat. She's just so endearing and so lovely as well in terms of her interactions online, in terms of just being so active and promoting the work and promoting the photos. It's great. We've kept a couple of images back of Chelsea that we're going to use next year, but she's I love the hot mess gimmick. I think it's great, and wish her all the success going forward in 2019. Next image, number 11, is 2 images of Jimmy Havoc. So let's have a look at the first one here. This was number 11 on our list. It was a throwback for an image that we posted in September, but we actually took a couple of years ago. Jimmy in the face paint. This was the day that he dropped the title to Will Ospreay at the Electric Ballroom in Camden at Progress Wrestling, after holding it for so long, the longest reigning Progress Wrestling champion in history. And I just like this simple side profile. It's a one light setup, one light over on the right hand side, just shooting across. Little bit of motion blur and light leaking across that belt just to give it a little bit of a glisten, but I believe the face paint work of Kate Lomax is absolutely superb there. The next image of Jimmy we've got here is from his calendar last year. It's one of my favourite projects that I've sort of ever worked on, really. We did last year's calendar for Jimmy, was based all on horror movies, so every month had a different horror movie and a different element of cosplay. This was the last one. Again, Kate with the face paint and the hair paint. Stories told. It is a simple story to tell there with Jimmy, and I just love the effort that we've gone to just to really accentuate all of the face paint, the expression, everything just working in unison there. Funny story about this shot. It was actually taken in my downstairs dining room a week after we had the ceiling collapse due to a leak from our bath upstairs, so the room was an absolute wreck, which lent itself perfectly to the horror theme, which was great. Number 10 on our list is this one here, this image of Brandi. Once again taking it all in, and she's wearing this super sparkling sort of one piece, which was just absolutely amazing. We got her in front of the camera just for a couple of seconds just before she went in, and in post-production added a few little bits of glitter to this just to accentuate everything there, really make her shine, really make her stand out. She is so easy to work with. She's obviously been in front of so many cameras in the past. She's a super professional, and just every pose she hits, you don't have to give her any direction as a photographer, which is great. She just hits a pose and it's a winner every time, which makes the shoot super efficient and super fun, really. And just adding that little bit of that little extra element of glitter just really makes that sing there. So that's day number 10 of Christmas. Day number 9 of Christmas is another 2-parter, and it's Kenny Omega. First one here. Making his entrance to the ring, simple landscape shot. He holds this pose at the top of the ramp after all the fireworks has gone off for a good 2 to 3 seconds, which may not sound like much, but when you're working ringside, it's a lot to work with, and just holding that pose, keeping that expression, it's just a simple story to tell. And he's just got such a presence about him, Kenny, in a really sort of quiet, understated way. I know it sounds really silly, but yeah, just a wonderful charisma and a wonderful character. The second image of Kenny is this one here, taken a few seconds before that same image that we've just seen. So flipping the camera around to portrait and just getting all the definition there, and just again not looking at anything, not looking at the camera, eyes closed, head back, but it just draws you in with all the dry ice and the smoke behind there. Just a really simple capture of Kenny. So that's 12 Days of Christmas, 12 down to 9. You'll join us next week for images 8 through to 5. If you've liked what you've seen, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the share button, tell other people who are either photographers or wrestling fans about this channel. It's at Y2JimBob on the Instagram, as you've seen here, and the Twitter. It's Portrait of a Wrestler everywhere else, and as ever, all the very best.